And then use this fish line. And voila.
Apologies for underestimating you, Lady Mabel. My whole crew failed to get the lights going, yet you did it all on your own. You want to look into the murder? Well, I can't give you official clearance, but perhaps I could look the other way for now. I'll have the medical officer move the body somewhere safe. Some of the victim's things were left on the sofa. I think it's one of his initials.
Alright. Now that... What would Lady Birdcage do if this was one of my novels? Examine the body. Okay, so this Lady Birdcage is a famous book that she writes. Or a fictional character that she writes, apparently. Examine the bodies for clues. He's just standing there. Let us see. Let's check the body then. I should be scared, but my detective stories have prepared me for such a situation. Excellent, Lady Mabel. Whose path did this guy cross? Someone really did a number on him, yeah. He took quite the blow. He even got a stab one in the back. Let's take the letter H. I have to record accurately where the wounds are on his body. Let's use this. So we need something to write with. Let's find that. These must be the victim's things that the captain mentioned. The outlines must be his initials, but the actual metal initials are missing. Not anymore. Let's see what I can learn about this guy by examining the belongings. Mr. Charles Harbour. Room 213. Mr. Charles Harbour. That name sounds familiar. Does it now? Who is he? This badge belongs to an association of manufacturers. So he's a wealthy man? Or he's a businessman? My husband has the same knife. It's a military dagger. I wonder where the victim served. Interesting. Did I finish over here? Thank you very much. These binoculars look worn. The victim must be a regular at the theater or opera. Rare artifacts. So this guy is a collector. Some collectors will do practically anything for a rare piece. Could that have something to do with his death? Most likely. Just because I don't... This is just vanity things. I don't actually need them. Mr. Charles Harbour. Okay, so we need the dagger somewhere. Could this cup belong to the killer? I can't tell if it's from a man or a woman's suit. A collar. 1 out of 3? There's a shoe print on the blood. I hope the captain won't care if I cut off that piece of carpet as evidence. You just do as you please. Ah, look at that. We even got a red wax. The floorboard is weak here. If I loosen it with a hammer, I can probably pry it off. And what about you? I wonder if I can talk to the bartender into serving me a drink to calm my nerves. I'll probably still need to show him a drink voucher. What? And nerves. So, a red wax. I can use that here. Let's count how many times you got it, Mr. Harbour. That's also a way to spell it. Isn't that it? Ah, another wound here. So 2 stabs in the back and 1 whack in the head. He dropped his room key. Let's take that. We've got 3 victim clues. Let's put these in here. Alright, move all the items into the board so that they fill every cell. Drag an object to the board to place it. Puzzle instructions are written below. Yes. Skip minigames by selecting skip once it charges. You may also reset the minigame. Roger that. So we got a fill the board puzzle. I don't really enjoy these, let's just say that. Not a fan of those. But we gotta do them. Oh, would you look at that. Victim Mr. Charles Harper. He's an avid theater patron who's staying in... Yeah, he's slaying... who's staying in cabin 213. He seems to be an antique collector who may own a manufacturing business. He also had a military knife, indicating that he may be a former army officer. How was he killed? Select the buttons to the correct order to determine how the events played out. So, the light went out, then he got stabbed, then he got whacked, and then they run out of the door. No? They opened the door. They whacked, they killed, they're dead. So they need to run out the door first. There we go. Cause of death, stabbing. Was the light turned off to conceal the attack? Were the two assailants or just one? They likely blended in with the other passengers right after the crime. Does it know enough to douse how the murder happened? Alright. Care to join me? Meet me in my room. This invitation should get me into Mr. Harper's room.
Mr. Harper was in the center, holding court with a tall tale. The light went out, and we heard a thud, followed by a scream. When I turned the light back on, it was clear that poor Charles Harper would never finish his story.
Based on his wounds, it's possible there were two attackers wielding different weapons. Alright, let's search his cabin. We got a number 3 and an invitation. Let's see, maybe I can use the invitation this way. No, we need to, yeah, of course, the elevator. Alright, middle deck.
If I can't have peace, I'd at least like a drink. I can't get a drop around this joint.
Uh-huh. Find morphing objects hidden in the game to get a special achievement. I recognize her. She left right after the murder. She seems to be struggling. She looks kind of sus, doesn't she? Well, only time will tell. Where's the feather? Any novels out here? Now that I ruined the tutorial for it. This ship is too large to go wandering off without a destination. You're right. She said she wanted a drink. I'll offer her one to get her talking. It is some nice music. It actually fits really well with the theme. Draw stop. Did someone really steal a piece of this painting? They'll let anyone take a cruise these days. Apparently they did. The dirt around this flower looks loose. Did someone bury something here? No. The flower decoration is missing from the pedestal on the staircase. Everything just seems to be taken. I really like these. How come? I don't know if it's just me, but I really like how decorations and just general things looked back then. It looks so pristine and so neat, so clean, so lovely cared for and everything. And nowadays it's just, well, it looks like it looks like crap. I really like the aesthetics of olden times, especially the 30s and 40s. I don't know why. Everything was richly detailed on carpets and ceilings, doors. stair railings, and even stair steps and stuff like that. Carpets, wallpaper, everything, doors, even the linens on the actual chairs and sofas back then. I don't know why. And marble, what do you call it, floors? You don't see that nowadays. I am weird, I know. Floor lacquer. This is my cabin, but I lost my key when the power went out. Maybe I can make a new one. So this is not my key. Of course, that's the dead guy's key. I can't see the number. Ah, so she's blocking the door. Isn't that convenient? Ah, key base. And a shoe. A high heel shoe. Maybe I can use that with the door stop to widen this gap. I can. Oh, something fell off. An emerald. And a drink voucher. There you go, mister. Let's see some. Oh, he dropped the sugar cube. I'll just take that. I might need it. And a drink. A cherry brandy. There's nothing from over here. Of course, the small star sparkles are gone. I just need to remember that. We still need to do something in here. I'm not really sure what I need. I guess we need something. Apparently I can go that way. At some point.
I'm no doctor, but I don't think stress is good for you. Is there anything else I can do to help?
Now let's see what she knows about our victim. So we need to pay attention as to what she say and insert the missing dots here. So she said doctor to start with. Stress is good. Is there anything I can do to help you?
I was going to try to relax in my cabin, but I couldn't stop picturing the body. I need a drink.
Mr. Harper's death seems to be hitting you hard. Were you close? Do you not feel safe?
Oh, it's me who do the talking. Okay. Do you not feel safe?
I have my reasons to worry, but I'm not one to discuss my beeswax with strangers.
I understand, but crimes like this happen for a reason. Did Mr. Harper have any enemies on board?
Crime.
He'd been arguing with someone recently that I think wanted to bump him off. I heard a man's voice in Charles' cabin telling him he didn't have long to live. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go.
Whoever she's heard arguing with Mr. Harper might have killed him. But I need more info to figure out who it was. An argument. Well, she removed herself. No signs of forced entry. Mr. Harper must have known the person he argued with. I don't need to damage anything to get in there. I just need to use the key. Alright, let's go and check out the cabin. There were no signs of forced entry, but the room is a mess. That may have been a struggle. So serene. I really like the music. 5 fingerprints. And got the puzzle piece. Let's take a look around. Strysine. Poison is an invisible killer. Knowing how to detect it can save your life. A dangerous, fast-acting poison. With a drink, spit it out. A sugar cube can be used to test wines. It will turn blue if poison is present. I have the same book at home. I used it for research when I was writing my detective stories. So we need sugar cubes. Some of Mr. Harper's collectibles are valuables, but some are just cheap trinkets. Maybe I can use something here to create a replacement key. Mr. Harper must have had some talents for interesting finds. This artifact belongs in a museum. Do we need to smash it? A small box. So this dragon here will Help me forge a new key. One of the gems is missing and the setting is too rusty to hold it. Let's just put that in here. So we need some acid, or not acid, some kind of acidic thing to remove the rust. Case of numbers. Clarence Velvet Key Dubois. Moonlight on Basin Street. Light jazz. Mr. Harper was creating a romantic scene for his visitor. Oh. Was he now? So she is a bit sus. A button or key shaped like a clover is missing. Go, Codfather. Something interrupted Mr. Harper while he drank his glass of wine. A fine wine, even. Apparently not fine enough. As a sign of our future cooperation, Thomas Brown. Someone named Thomas Brown sent Mr. Harper a gift as a sign of cooperation. This could be an important clue. I'd better find out more about him. More importantly, is he on boat? Is he on the boat? A signet ring. Could the wine have been poisoned at the first attempt to bump off Charles Harper? I might need a resource to help me verify it. And then what? And? Yeah, I know that. But do we need to do something? I better avoid touching the wine so I don't distort the reaction. We need something else, apparently. Let's find those. It's a fancy new coat lock. It won't get anywhere without the numbers. I won't get anywhere without the numbers. In my novels, symbols like this usually turn out to be secret panels activated by signet rings. Well, ain't that lucky? Okay. So we need the number 3. In this case. Now I have the numbers of the... Some of the numbers, I can figure out the rest. So some of them are written out. This must be number 2 and number 1. Alright, got a hidden object scene. Look at this. Beautiful. Again, the aesthetics back then were truly something else. If I could travel back in time, if I had to choose a specific period, I would, without a doubt, just say around this area, 1940s, just to see how everything looked. I only got the visuals from movies and stuff. I do know maybe they're over exaggerating, but still, I kind of wish to see how it looked back then, because I think everything is so richly detailed in everything. Any notes? Doesn't look like it. We got a stack of moolahs by the look of it. If it is money. Monopoly money, maybe? Oh, we've got zoomed in areas. Or not zoomed in areas, we got... what do you call this? Areas, just areas. I can't find the word for it. A locked door inside a locked desk. Mr. Harper has his share of secrets. The knot is too tight to untie, I'll need to cut it. So that was right here. Let's cut this. And where's the key? Strike in Lace. London, May 12th. Of all female workforce at Mr. Charles Harper's factory is on strike until the demand of better conditions and higher wages are met. Mr. Harper, apparently baffled, exclaimed, "It's as if they all gone mad." Okay. That symbol. Where have I seen it before? Which one? Which symbol? This one? Apparently it is. I also got this one. Is there anything else? Maybe not yet. Mr. Harper, though I find your greed disgusting and disrespectful, I have fulfilled your conditions. I will wait for you in the ship's library. Ah. Mr. Brown again. He gifted Mr. Harper the wine, but this note doesn't sound too friendly. Is he the one Mr. Harper was arguing with? There's the depiction of that vase inside the cabinet. Interesting. So, we need to do something, but pretty much... not all of them, but at least some of them. We got this flower here. So the rest is where? Oh, there's a small room here. Same with this one.